Howdy folks, and welcome to the Hillbilly Kitchen. Today I have the world's easiest nut cluster recipe for you. We're going to do peanut clusters and cashew clusters. Okay, all you need is a half cup of milk chocolate chips, and we're going to dump them in a bowl, a half cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and you need a tablespoon of either shortening or coconut oil. I like the coconut oil because I think it tastes better in the recipe, and it's also a little healthier. But you can use regular shortening. You don't want to use butter in this because it's not going to do the same thing. What the oil does is that it gives your chocolate a really nice sheen, and butter won't do that. Now we're going to take this over to the microwave, and we're going to melt it 30 seconds at a time, stirring it in between each 30 seconds. Okay, just give it a little stir. And back in the microwave. And again, a little stir. You can see after just 60 seconds, it's starting to melt. Okay. Just give it another quick stir, scrape the sides of your bowl good. Okay, now I'm going to pour this over my nuts. I'm just going to kind of divide it. I have a half a cup of cashews and a half cup of peanuts. Try to get it as even as possible here. I have people comment all the time on the channel and they say, oh, I wish I could cook. This is a recipe literally anybody can make. So start with stuff like this and then work your way up to the candies where you have to get everything the right temperature. And you're just going to stir the nuts up so that they all get coated good with the chocolate. Okay, I've got some little candy cups over here in my mini muffin pan, and you can get these in different designs. They have them for all the holidays, and I got some Valentine's ones. So I'm going to put some of my nut clusters in these little cups instead of just putting them out in piles, but you just want about a spoon. And make sure you get some of that chocolate in there with them too. Oops. You don't have to have the little cups though. You can just spoon out spoonfuls onto some wax paper and let it cool. And then you peel it off your wax paper and put it in an airtight container. And I would probably store these in the fridge. You don't necessarily have to because there's not really anything that's going to spoil in them at room temperature, but they'll last a little longer if you put them in the fridge. And you can see you don't have to be neat with this because I certainly am not being neat. Okay. And if you don't have the baking cups, like I said, you just put a spoonful out on some wax paper and let it cool. And you have nut clusters. And once these cool, you'll be able to take the little paper cups out of the muffin tin, and they will peel off the nut clusters pretty easy. But you can see how shiny this chocolate is, and that's because we put that tablespoonful of coconut oil in there. And I said you could smell the coconut oil when I was heating it, and it smelled really good, but the coconut oil will not make your chocolate taste like coconut. And these are really good to make and share or just have around the house to satisfy those chocolate cravings. And like I said, you don't need the little paper cups. I'm doing them because I'm doing something kind of special for Valentine's Day. Usually nut clusters are just out on wax paper like these right here are. And you can make them any size you want to. You can make great big nut clusters. But that's all there is to it. And you can put different kind of nuts in these if you want. If you're not a fan of peanuts or cashews, try them with something different. Super easy recipe. Give it a try this Valentine's Day or just anytime you got a chocolate craving. Thanks for joining us again in the Hillbilly Kitchen. Don't forget to click like and subscribe before you leave, and we'll see you next time.